Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. My name is Cody the Writer. By the time you're seeing this video, it is officially the very first day of Camp NaNoWriMo. Now, if you don't know anything about NaNoWriMo, which if you're watching this video, you most likely know about Camp NaNoWriMo, basically, normal NaNoWriMo happens in November. It's National Novel Writing Month. And then in July, they have a little thing called Camp NaNoWriMo, which is kind of like sort of halfway through the year. And it is essentially the same challenge where you're going to attempt to write 50,000 words in a month to, get a story from brain to paper. Well, if you've been following along in these vlogs, you know that I've already written the zero draft and told myself the story. And then I went through that and I kind of cleaned up the events of things, make sure everything lined up, made sense. That was sort of my draft 2-ish. Now I am working on the third draft of this story, and basically what I'm doing right now is I'm in the middle of redrafting 15 of these chapters to basically flesh out the story more, flesh out the main character more, and also have a shift in POV. The original chapters are written in third person. These new chapters are going to be written in first person from our main character's perspective. And so far, I'm very excited about that. And let's talk a little bit about what my plan is for Camp NaNoWriMo. First of all, this drafting process has been going relatively slow for me, slower than I would like. I am currently obviously working full time. My job is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But right now I am currently rehearsing. We're currently doing Grease. And so that takes up more time. So basically Monday through Friday, my schedule is 8 to 5, go to work, and then come home, change clothes, try to eat something really quick, and then I gotta be at the theater at 6 and we're there till 10 p.m. So, we're out here rocking 13-hour days. Is that 13 hours? 12 hours? 13-hour days. So I am going to be basically making up my own challenge for this. I'm not going to try to write 50,000 words because the thought of trying to write 50,000 words on top of doing 12 to 13-hour days, 5 days a week, it just sounds like a nightmare. So what I am going to do is I'm going to show you here in a second, but I have my calendar in front of me and I've kind of laid out my own challenge that I want to accomplish this month, and I'm going to share that with you now. So as you can see here, my goal for Camp NaNoWriMo is to write 5,000 words a week. There are 4 full weeks in July, so a minimum of 20,000 words here. This is my current word count. My current word count is 25,840 in this new draft. A lot of that was pulled over from the original draft that was already written in a first-person POV, just from a different character that I wanted to keep, so I left it there. So my goal word count by the end of this month is 24,160. Basically, I'm trying to get this draft up to 50,000 words. Now up here, I put me a little word count tracker, so there's 1 box for every 1,000 words that I need to write. Now I put 25 boxes because I'm actually going to try to use this weekend to get a little bit of a head start on this. I already have my document pulled up on my desktop. I did the fun little Dropbox hack to be able to access my Scrivener file from both my desktop and my MacBook. If you are curious about how that works or how to set that up, I can make a vlog about it. Just let me know in the comments below. So that's the plan. It is currently 10:14 p.m. It is Saturday, June 29th, and I don't really have to be up early tomorrow. I do have something I have to go into work. Tomorrow we're doing like orientation for the new class of residents. So that's going to take a few hours of my day tomorrow, but pretty much the rest of the day tomorrow will be spent cleaning the house. I got to do a little bit of laundry, and I got to basically record and edit this video. So that is going to be the rest of my weekend. And when I'm not doing any of those things, I will be writing. And that is starting right now. I'm going to be burning the midnight oil. I'm not really tired. I've spent pretty much all day in the car today. Today was supposed to be an off day for me, but we had a family thing come up. that caused me to have a travel day today. I basically spent 6 hours in the car, but I was productive with that 6 hours, and I did end up listening to the full audiobook of Do You Want to Know a Secret by Frida McFadden, and classic Frida kept me guessing until the end. I loved it. And it was really fun to just have something to listen to. It was like listening to a really long podcast, but at the end of it, I could add another book to Goodreads for my reading goal for the year. And I was, entertained while I was in the car for 6 hours by myself. Now it is time to sit here and write. I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting here to write, but you guys will just be going along this journey with me. I'm probably going to set a timer for like 45 minutes, and we're going to see how much we can knock out tonight and tomorrow. I did actually start a little bit last night. I wrote, I think it was like, I started writing at 25,000 words last night when I did my stream with Becca. And so I got 840 during the stream we had last night. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad we were able to do it. And it was kind of another little kickstart to this 25,000 word goal that I'm setting for July. With all that out of the way, let's start writing, shall we? All right, quick little update. It is now 11 p.m., so it has been about an hour, and I spent that last hour kind of reading through what I had for Chapter 2, and I actually finished Chapter 2, so that's exciting. And it's weird saying Chapter 2 because I'm still working through the original Chapter 1 material. I'm just really fleshing it out. We still have more of Chapter 1, the original Chapter 1 to go, so it feels like I'm not making progress, but I mean, I've written 5,000 words in this new redraft, so I'm like, what do you mean? Like 5,000 new words, I should say. And I'm just like, how long is this book gonna be when I'm done with it? I'm kind of scared, but we're gonna keep pushing on. I'm gonna put these headphones back on, and we're gonna go. It is currently 11:04, so once it hits 11:05, I'm going to write till midnight. Straight. We ain't going to stop. We're just going to have a sound on and we're going to go. And I'll let you know how that goes in about an hour. Okay, bye. It is now currently 12:02 a.m. and we got about 578 words, so another 600 almost added to the story, which is very exciting. I think I'm going to take a small little break, and because I'm not tired at all. And then I'm probably going to come back and do a little more writing. I'll probably do a final update on what gets done tonight, tomorrow morning. So, with all that said, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Well, I guess technically right now it is Sunday. So, hi, welcome to Sunday. You'll see me again in some time. Time will pass between now and the next clip. Okay? Cool. I'll see you in the next clip. Bye. Hi, good morning. It is now Sunday. Happy Sunday. So yeah, I sat this morning and tried to do some writing, but I was literally just looking at that cursor and it was looking at me and it was blinking at me and it was like, hello, you gonna write something? Yes, I wrote a few words, but I think I'm just gonna rant for a minute. The way I'm feeling about the writing right now, it's just moving so slow. And I know I talked about that a little bit last night, and I've mentioned it in some of my live writing sprints, but it's going so slow, and I'm getting frustrated because I feel like I've already I already know the story. I feel like this draft should be going faster, but I'm going to tell you why it's not. And maybe this is, maybe someone out there can relate to this. Also, there's a kitty cat on my chest. Isn't she so pretty? And there's a puppy right here. I'm just surrounded by animals. But anyway, with this draft, like I said, I already know the story, so it should be going faster. But I think it's because I switched into editing mode after I finished the first draft, right? And I was in editing mode, and I guess technically I'm still editing the story because I am changing the story and all this stuff. But the editing that I'm doing right now is a lot of drafting. Just I'm in a new POV, so I'm telling the same story just from a whole other perspective, and with that comes so many more things that you can add and talk about. I've already added some scenes into the outline of the story. So basically, I'm back to drafting again, and since I'm, the rule of thumb when you're drafting is that you're allowed to write words that, aren't the best words. It doesn't have to be perfect and polished, but I feel like my brain knows that this is draft 3 of this project. And so allowing myself to just write crappy words in the third draft feels counterproductive in my brain, even though I know that basically everything that I'm adding is making the story better. The imagery that I've been picturing in my head as far as the story has been a sculpture, right? So the first draft was me building the frame of the sculpture and, getting all that set up. Now that I have the frame, I'm adding a lot of clay to it, right? We're adding clay all over it, and it's not going to look pretty because you haven't shaped that clay yet. But I am adding more clay to the sculpture, and so I need to just allow myself to do that and just add it all on there. The next draft will consist of me actually sculpting and molding all the clay that I added in this draft. It just hasn't quite clicked for me yet. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. That's been, through the many phases of drafts in your story. It just feels, sometimes it feels like I'm just being very counterproductive. And I think that is what is blocking me from actually doing the writing. And so I'm working past that. I'm telling myself that if the words aren't happening, that it is okay to just close the laptop, do something else for a little bit, and we'll come back to it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Yeah, I am now trapped with this cat on me, and I need to go and just clean up the house, because maybe that will just make me feel better. I'll, spend that time probably thinking about the story, and maybe some inspiration will spark. I don't know. But like I told you yesterday, I have to leave here. I have to leave the house around between 1:30 1:45 because our orientation starts at 2, and I'll be there until about 5 o'clock. So maybe tonight we'll have some inspiration strike. But stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you later. Okay? Love you. Bye. Hi, hello friends. We are now back home. You just saw the little montage of all the little chores that I did around the house. I don't think I videoed myself cleaning the bathroom, but I definitely did. I scrubbed the the sink, the bathtub, the toilet, you know, that fun stuff. But that's just not as fun to put on camera. I guess, you know, yeah, like doing dishes and laundry and straightening up my living room is fun to do on camera. It's not, but hey, you guys were watching and it was like I was cleaning the house with a buddy. Okay, it was nice. Anyway, so now we're back home. I have some groceries that I ordered online. They're gonna be here in about an hour. So this is what I'm gonna do. For this next full hour, I'm gonna set the little tree dude on my phone. I use this little forest app where you like grow trees, and if you know, break your focus, then you lose your tree, it like dies. And obviously we don't want the trees to die. We're just gonna work on that until the timer runs out. And that'll be my last push of writing to get ahead on Camp Nano, on my goals for that. And then we'll spend the rest of the evening just, you know, doing things that I'm probably not gonna record. I'm gonna meal prep for the week. I'm going to fold this laundry that you saw me put in the washer. It is now dry. I gotta fold it. And then I'm gonna edit this video. And that is gonna close out this weekend, and I'm very excited. So let's do this last little hour of writing, starting now. Okay, here we go. Y'all, I don't know what happened, but it is almost 7:30 and I have been sitting here writing. I did take a small break because my groceries were delivered, so I put those away. Y'all, in that hour, I was so productive. Roughly 1,100 words. It's 1,108 words. So my final word count going into Camp Nano is 27,975. So basically 28,000, which means that I've already knocked like 3,000 words off of the 20 to 25,000 that I want to get in July. I was able to finish chapter 3 in the new draft, and I was finally able to get through all of the material that was in the original chapter 1. So I know I'm going to say this a million other times because I'm just so dumbfounded at how wild this is, but 7,000 words. We went from 2,000 words in chapter 1 to now 7,000 words, and I've only covered the material in chapter 1. So y'all, stay tuned for how the rest of this redraft goes. I think we're going to end the vlog there. I got a lot of good writing done. I did a lot of good prep done. I got a lot of things in the house ready to go for this week because I don't have a lot of time to like just stop and do anything this coming week. And so I've really been trying to use this weekend to set myself up for success in this first week. And I'm off work and rehearsal on the 4th of July. So that's very exciting. Happy America Day. To any of you that are going to be doing any sort of writing challenge in July, or you've set any writing goals for July, I hope that all of your plans go smoothly and that you get all the writing done that you want to in July and that you crush all your goals, because that's what we're about. Let me know down in the comments what you'll be working on in July. I'd love to chat with you, and if you need a buddy to hold you accountable, or if you just, need someone cheering you on during this crazy month of July, let me know down in the comments and I will happily be your #1 cheerleader. If you guys like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much and it doesn't cost you a thing. Okay. And if you guys like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. We have officially hit 300 subscribers, which is wild and crazy to me that there's 300 of you beautiful people out there that are interested in what I'm doing and what I have to say. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm very hopeful for this month. It's going to be really busy. It's going to be very challenging, but I'm going to be nice to myself, and we're gonna knock out Camp NaNoWriMo together. All right. So until the next time I see you guys, bye.